old mates. Bruce Coslett jazzed up the Jets' offense, took him into Riverfront against the Cincinnati Bengals, whose offense he did wonders for under head coach Sam Weish. There's Bruce in the colors of white and green of the Jets. Made the starting call, O'Brien over Eason. O'Brien struggled early, was only 3 of 9. On the 3rd and 8, though, hits a wide-open Al Toon, and the Jets surprised with a 7-3 lead. Toon working against Louis Phillips.
Louis Phillips working man-to-man coverage here, gets his head turned back to the QB, loses sight of Toon. Bad thing to do when you're playing the Jets. Ends up in a touchdown. He could go all the way.
That was man-to-air coverage. Jets lead 7-3 at the half. After a 6 for 15 first half, Boomer comes alive. 3rd and goal, Esiason to Eddie Brown. We're tied at 10. But here come the Jets. 10th play of a march. O'Brien to Al Toon. He does this so well between two defenders, 17-10 Jets. After a Leahy field goal makes intercepts, he does it in both end zones, doesn't he? That's a nice scene there. Boomer Esiason saying to Bruce Coslett, who, hey, he almost pulled up a big upset today, but it was the Bengals over Coslett and the Jets, 25-20, and Boomer showing his appreciation for what Coslett has done for his career elsewhere in the AFC East.
Jets are pounding Cleveland by a score of 24-7. Not a happy homecoming for Bud Carson, who used to be the Jets' defensive coordinator. It started out well for him, though. Here's Eric Metcalf fielding the game's opening kickoff at the 2. Last week, Metcalf was critical of his own play against Pittsburgh. Well, he looks to atone by speeding 98 yards for the TD, and it looked like the Browns were in business, leading 7-0. But the rookie Blair Thomas and the veteran Freeman McNeil have each had outstanding games out of the backfield for the Jets, and the Jets are able to come right back. Here's McNeil cutting over the middle as he makes a nice catch. Make it Blair Thomas on this one. We'll get to McNeil in a minute. There's Blair Thomas, the rookie out of Penn State. That set up a touchdown run by Freeman McNeil of 2 yards. Now here's McNeil coming out of the backfield and scampering down the sidelines. He almost gets the touchdown. He's pushed out, but it leads to a Brad Baxter touchdown run of a yard, and the Jets have the lead at 24-7. This one is late in the second. Downs. Bears win 31-13. Bruce Coslett denied victory last week in Cincinnati when the Jets came close. Did get the win today. Big day for the veteran Freeman McNeil. Catches this pass from Ken O'Brien and zigzags his way through everybody just about. Pushed out at the 1. Brad Baxter scored on the next play. Browns rallied late, but the Jets hung on and won at home. 24-21, both clubs 1-1.
Trying to help the Jets rebound from last season's 4-12 record, head coach Bruce Coslett thought he had things running smoothly after last week's win. But Monday night it was clear there are still some bumps ahead in the Jets' road to success. Trying to rebound from last week's loss, the Buffalo Bills got back on the winning track with a bang. While Mark Kelso packed a wallop for the Bills' defense, running back Thurman Thomas brought the hammer down on the Jets with 214 rushing yards. The Bills produced 7 plays of at least 20 yards en route to 451 yards of total offense and 30 unanswered points as they bounce back into first place with a 30-7 win.
Being the Bills. We're still waiting for that. Let's head to the Meadowlands. Giant Stadium turned out to be the house of pain for the Jets, especially for JoJo Townsell. Runs into his own man, Rick Tootin. On the Rick Tootin punt, John Galvin runs him over. Later in the first, Ken O'Brien looks for Townsell. He's hammered. On the replay, Mark Kelso catches Townsell right where it counts. He wouldn't be the only guy in green. Woozy after this one. Thurman Thomas wore out the Jets. Late in the first quarter from the Bills' 17. There he goes. Thomas, 60 yards, the longest run in his career. Down to the Jets' 23. Bruce Coslett says, big deal. Thomas says, okay, I'll do it again. From his own 10, he rumbles 40 yards this time. 18 carries, 214 yards on the game for Thurman Thomas. Second quarter, game tied at 7. Jim Kelly finds Butch Roll from the 2-yard touchdown. His last 7 NFL receptions have resulted in 7 touchdowns. The Bills were up 20-7, and Bruce Smith went to work. Taking on 2 Jet linemen, Jeff Criswell bumps Johnny Hector. Fumble. On the outside rush, Smith hits Ken O'Brien. Fumble. Then Cornelius Bennett pursues O'Brien. Fumble. You get the idea. Even when O'Brien had time, the only guy he could find who was wide open was the ref. And a lousy catch at that. That led Jets fans to amuse themselves with other diversions. Let's move along. 30-7 was the final score. Buffalo dominating the Jets again. Thomas a career-high 214 yards. The Bills moved to 2-1. The Jets dropped to 1-2. The Bills have now outscored the Jets 111-10 in their last 3 games. Domination of this series in the last 6 games, is the rushing yardage. Take a look at it. The Bills have averaged over 200 yards a game on the ground against the Jets.
Jets and the Pats. This was supposed to be a day to honor John Hannah. It didn't work out that way, though.
It's been a very, very difficult week this week. I regret very much the turmoil that in any way detracted from the honor you deserve.
Turmoil, well, that's an understatement, Victor Kayyem. Sullivan Stadium drew half capacity. Lisa Olson among one of the 36,000 up in the press box. She had her supporters as this banner displays, and the whole week has left Mr. Kayyem feeling a little bit queasy. After this game, Mark Wilson wouldn't feel so great either. Let's take a look at the powerful Patriot O. Wilson, a wobbly screen pass. Robbie Perriman, it's dropped. Irving Fryer gets by Tony Stargell. It's a good bit underthrown, and Fryer here gets hit, just simply drops it. Mark Wilson, understandably, is not too happy about what's going on, and neither is Victor Kayyem. Watch James Hasty, perfect coverage of Fryer, and at the last second he knocks the ball away. So Wilson tries a screen pass, and Jeff Lagerman slaps it away. Get it out of here. How bad did it get? John Stevens tries a halfback option. Nice try. Kyle Clifton intercepts. This week, just not one for Victor Kayyem and the Patriots. For Mark Wilson, 19 of 41, 184 yards, 3 interceptions. All right, so how did the Jets look? Not bad. Johnny Hector breaks through a gigantic hole. And how about Jets rookie Blair Thomas? This run shows speed. How about that power? Yeah, 21-yard gain for the Jets. How about the other rookie, Rob Moore? You got it, makes the catch. Just simply runs away from Monty Lippett. A 69-yard touchdown strike. He had 175 yards on the day. And one more rookie, Brad Baxter, takes a little ride there from one of his blockers, and then he runs by everyone. 31-6 Jets. A little queasy. 37-13 is the final. But really, you can't really blame it too much on the controversy because the Patriots, I mean, they got blown out last week, 41-7 by Cincinnati. They're not a very good ball club.
Well, they were fired up, though, today with Victor on the sidelines. They played that way, and they may have more games like that with Grogan, the leading rated passer in the AFC, but with him sitting on the sidelines and Wilson in another story every time.
While the 49ers have enjoyed the sweet smell of success, a different kind of stench has followed the Jets in recent years. But thanks to first-year wide receiver Rob Moore, the Jets came out smelling like a rose early last Sunday.
O'Brien looking deep, throws way down the right side, and it's caught at the far side by Moore. Back to pass, O'Brien getting good protection, throws into the right corner, touchdown! Into the right corner to Rob Moore. What a play!
The Jets led 13-0 at the half when Don Shula called on an old pair of hands to give Miami new life.
Play fake to Logan, Marino back to throw, under pressure, will throw it deep, he's got a man down there, caught, this will go! Touchdown, Mark Duper!
Former All-Pro Mark Duper caught 5 passes for 125 yards, more than his output for the previous 4 games combined, and pulled in the game winner with just over a minute left.
He looks across the middle, we've got a touchdown!
It was Duper's first 2 touchdown games since 1987, and his teammates seemed to enjoy getting reacquainted with the Duper of old.
Chargers at the Jets in the Meadowlands. Problems all day for the Jets. Boy, they look great or they look terrible. Joe Prokop drops the snap, hits, fumble. The Chargers take over in Jets territory. After a Jet goal line stand, Ken O'Brien gives it right back. Bert Grossman with the sack. Chargers lead it on a 2-run homer, 2-0. The Jets would grab the 3-2 lead on a homer by Darryl Strawberry. But Joe Prokop in trouble again, holds onto the ball, taken down at the 5. Very next play, Marion Butt, 26 carries, 121 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. The Chargers lead at 16-3. They go on to roll the New York Jets by the count of 39-3. So Chargers, once they play somebody in the AFC Central, they have a shot, it seems.
Quarter fireworks like these have become commonplace in Buffalo, where fans have grown accustomed to late-game heroics, especially from their defense. It was the Bills' defense that preoccupied the Jets coming into the game until number 79, Mike Haight, took out 2 men on 1 play. The Jets proved that you can block the Bills right out of the picture, and you can fake them out of it as well.
Well, they run it down the left side and go out of bounds. It was a fake.
What you can't do is keep them out. Number 78, Bruce Smith, contributed 2 of Buffalo's 5 sacks and helped give the offense a chance at a comeback win.
Let's do something with the ball, baby! Kelly waits again. He throws long this time, and it is caught! He's on his way for a touchdown! What a great catch!
In the final seconds, it was up to Jim Kelly.
Put it in there! Put it in the end zone! Come on, put it in there! Kelly waiting. Here's Kelly to throw. Looking. Can't find anyone. Now he throws. Touchdown!
Buffalo notched its 3rd come-from-behind win in 3 games, proving that for them at least no close call is too close for comfort.
Buffalo Bills. The last 6 times these two teams have met, the Bills have squashed them, as Axe likes to say, like a grape, including Week 3 on a Monday night in the Meadowlands when the Bills won it 30-7. Thurman Thomas wearing thermal underwear. He ran for 214 yards and only 18 carries in that game, and he carried the Bills to their big win. So, the Bills expect a laugher off of their bye last week? Well, the Jets said early in the person of Eric McMillan, don't expect it. Thomas was hurt making a clothesline tackle on McMillan there, so 214 the last time, 2 rushes for 5 yards today. What a difference a couple of weeks make. Jets lead at 7-0 in the first, 4th and 2. Leahy. No, it's a fake field goal. The punter and holder, Joe Prokop. goes left. He does step out of bounds, but the Jets have the first down deep. That leads to second and goal. Kenny O'Brien to Mike Boyer, touchdown surprise in Buffalo. The Jets lead 14-0. Bills score to make it 14-7 on 4th and 5. O'Brien hits a wide-open Al Toon, beats Kirby Jackson, and the drive stays alive. 2 plays later, Kenny O fakes, rolls right, 19-yarder, Al Toon, 21-7 the Jets. But the Bills, if they have been known to do this year, come back. 3rd and 13, Jim Kelly to Don Smith. Hits the reverse to Andre Reed. Look at Kelly out there trying to lead some interference. Anyway, not a good idea. 25 yards. 1 play later, Kelly to Reed. Second CD of the day, 21-17 Jets at the half. Reed, 8 catches, 116 yards. Bruce Smith, meanwhile, as he usually does, was making lives miserable for the Jets.
And Chris, he can be awfully dangerous when he gets that quick start. He was working on Jeff Criswell all day. Here he catches Johnny Hector from behind, goes right around Criswell, gets the sack, and this forces those false starts. It forces the offensive linemen to try to do things that they just can't. Here he battles, gets knocked down. Criswell gets the holding call, and he's upset with the referee.
Couple of sacks today for Bruce Smith. Second half, the Jets lead at 24-17. Kelly to James Lofton. He beats James Shake Your Booty for 60 yards at the touchdown. 60 career touchdowns for the venerable Lofton. We're tied at 24. Fourth quarter, we're still tied. Scott Norwegian Norwood misses the 25-yarder. We're still tied. Want to see a great catch? Watch this by Rob Moore. Are you kidding me? Leads to 17-year veteran Pat Leahy. Of course, he's good for 25 yards out. Jets lead 27-24. Under 3 minutes to go. Bills trying to come back. Kelly pass. Joe Mott almost makes it applesauce for Buffalo, but he doesn't come up with the interception. 26 seconds. Kelly scrambles to the unlikely receiver, Jamie Mueller. 14-yard touchdown. Boom! Norwood misses the extra point, but the Jets couldn't get the Hail Mary. And the Bills come from behind. This wasn't your normal 18-block punt effort in the fourth quarter for Buffalo. But the last seconds, Kelly to Mueller wins it, and the Bills beat the New York Jets by the count of 30-27. So the Jets have lost 2 tough divisional games on the road late. At Buffalo today, at Miami a few weeks ago, and the Bills continue to keep pace with the Miami Dolphins. They are at 5-1.
Not long ago, the Houston Astrodome was the haunted house of the National Football League. But now, visitors need not take fear, for Jack Party's team sports a more wholesome image than his predecessors did. These days in Houston, cleanliness is next to godliness, and charity begins in the dome.
Jets with 4 at the line of scrimmage. Boone back to pass. Has loads of time going. Got him. He's got Drew Hill. And it went through his hands at the 10-yard line. I don't know what Drew did. It went right between his hands.
The Oilers' hospitality knew no bounds, even on the Jets' doorstep.
Boone under center, 3rd and goal. Pitch the ball. Lorenzo White fumbled the ball. Ball is loose at the 6-yard line, picked up by the Jets. It's Hasty. He's at the 20, and we get a whistle saying, no, play is over.
The Oilers' offense abandoned them 4 times inside the Jets' 30-yard line. Then the Oilers left the Jets' Al Toon unattended in their secondary.
Throws long down the left side to Toon. He's got it to the 15, heading for the goal line in the left corner, and drives in for the score. Touchdown.
New York led 7-3 at the half, but Houston would regain the lead when its receivers regained the use of their hands. Warren Moon threw for 381 yards on 30 completions, including his league-leading 18th touchdown pass of the season.
Goal for the Jet 9-yard line. Moon looking, pump fake, now throws it over the middle, touchdown, Haywood Jeffries.
The Oilers would outgain the Jets with 425 total yards to New York's 229, but only led 12-7. And even the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world would tell you that while it's nice to outpoint your opponent, sometimes you have to finish him off. Houston's Bruce Matthews refused to let Jeff Lageman off the canvas. But unlike boxers, football players can be replaced before the fight is over. And it was a backup defensive end who did the Oilers in.
Goes into his own end zone, being rushed. He's tackled. The ball is loose, rolling free. It's still rolling free. And it looks like it's a touchdown for the Jets. It is a touchdown for the Jets. The Jets have scored the touch to go ahead.
Darrell Davis, a rookie drafted in the 12th round, gave the Jets their first fourth-quarter touchdown of the year in a 17-12 victory by decision.
Johnson couldn't have been smiling after this play. Here he is barking out some instructions at his team. And here is a record-tying punt return by Terrence Mathis, a Jet rookie out of New Mexico. 98 yards he goes, the fourth time in league history that a punt has been brought back 98 yards, top figure ever, and it helps the Jets to a 24-9 win over the Cowboys.
The belts in Chicago were nothing compared to the big blows at the Meadowlands as the Jets set sail against a stiff wind and an even stingier element, the Miami Dolphins' #1 ranked defense. For the third consecutive game, the Dolphins' defense did not yield a touchdown. But the pesky Jets were Miami's equal until a special teams snafu cost them. Here, James Hasty allows the ball to hit his foot while blocking for Terrence Mathis, enabling Greg Beatty to recover and set up Miami's go-ahead touchdown. Tony Page's third-quarter touchdown helped the Dolphins to their 17-3 win, and at 8-1, Page and the Dolphins are playing with first-place confidence.
We're a group of guys who are committed to win on Sunday, and we lay it all on the line. And a lot of times things may not go our way, but we all hang together, we all stick in there, and most of the times we win. And that's what we've been able to do this year.
Jets coach Bruce Kozlin and Colts coach Ron Meyer were wondering where the fans might have been last Sunday, as the smallest crowd to ever see the Colts in Indianapolis greeted the two teams shortly before number 90. Dennis Byrd greeted Colts quarterback Jeff George with a safety.
He's dropped for a safety.
In the spirit of the holidays, the Jets gave thanks for the Colts' generosity and then returned the favor to their needier opponent.
Back throw, fires over the middle, and it's intercepted by Eric McMillan. Along the side, he cuts back to the left side, moves upfield, gets away from one man, drives upfield. He fumbles the ball, it's covered by the Colts.
Hey, what a stupid play by McMillan. What a stupid play.
McMillan's gaffe became the break the Colts needed to get back on track.
Looks, throws one deep down the far sideline. It is incomplete.
Jesse Hester's touchdown was the Colts' biggest play of the day in a 17-14 win.
Steelers-Jets coach back in the Meadowlands against the Jets and Steelers offensive coordinator. Ken O'Brien, no, he's looking for Al Toon, picked up by Larry Griffin. So is Walton and Chuck Noll's defense that helped set up a Merrill Hodge touchdown to make them lead 17-7. Then look at Bobby. Avoid the rush. Oh, let me tell you about Louis. And the Steelers win it 24-7. They're back in the first place tie.
Forward is the direction Marion Butts runs. No side-to-side dancing, no energy wasted on east-west moves, just plain forward, as in over and through defenders.
Oliver inside handoff, Butts straight ahead to the goal line to the end zone. Touchdown!
With Butts eclipsing the 1,000-yard mark and scoring twice, San Diego ground out a 7-point halftime lead. But after intermission, the action took to the airways.
Goes back, throws into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown for the New York Jets. Tolliver will throw on second down, rifles it. Lewis got it. Touchdown!
Nate Lewis's first career touchdown catch gave the Chargers a 14-point fourth-quarter lead, and with the Jets threatening late in the stanza, Martin Bayless sealed the win. The Chargers are still in the playoff hunt at 6-7. They might not make it this year, but with Butts and Tolliver, they have a pretty pair for the future.
Let's check in on the Jets and the lightning bolt in San Diego. Bruce Coslett had a lot to be worried about in the first half. Chargers punt. Donnie Elder saves the ball, and the Chargers down the ball on the 1-yard line. Ken O'Brien in his own end zone. He is intercepted by Donald Frank. It would set up a Marion Butts touchdown run. O'Brien this time completes to Chris Dressel, who fumbles. The Chargers recover, sets up another Butts touchdown run. Pat Leahy had made 17 in a row, but not this time. Doesn't make 18, missing the 36-yarder. Dan Henning and the Chargers led 17-10 at the half. Third quarter, Billy Joe Tolliver looks to the end zone, and he finds Anthony Miller. A 24-yard scoring play, Chargers up 24-10. Tolliver fired up as the Jets gain momentum. Bruce Coslett can't seem to get a break. Ken O'Brien brought the Jets back. O'Brien connects with his favorite receiver, Al Toon. 8 yards out. Chargers lead cut to 24-17. Dan Henning feeling the heat of a Jet comeback. Marion Butts got mean, though. Butts going 13 yards on the right side. Butts straight up the middle. 18 yards, just simply taking tacklers down with him. Tolliver looks to the end zone and finds Nate Lewis. A 19-yard scoring play, the first of his career. Chargers up 31-17. Butts wasn't finished. Breaks tackles. Goes 52 yards to set up another touchdown. Marion Butts with 26 carries on the day, 159 yards, 2 touchdowns as the Chargers win 38-17. And Marion Butts, the first to go over the 1,000-yard mark with 1,154 yards. Marion Butts, as you say.
You like those lightning bolts?
I do. They're strong.
You know I do. I think they're on their way. Maybe not this year, a year or so away, but they're showing the good signs. And the Jets were on their way, but they're really scuffling here the last part of the season.
As for the Jets, they get weak in the knees reminiscing about the glory days of Hall of Fame quarterback Joe Namath. These days, what they've been trying to pass off as a passing game has been hardly memorable. Wide receiver Al Toon and quarterback Ken O'Brien each got a new perspective on an old Jets play, the incompletion, and that made what followed all the more frustrating.
Stark with his hands outstretched, takes a good snap from Pat Beach. Now he's going to throw the pass, completed in the sideline. The Colts at the 35, down to the 30. Mike Pryor to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and inside before he finds...
Hunter Roan Stark's first ever completion and safety Mike Pryor's first career reception gave new life to the Colts offense.
Hester starts in motion right to left. Jeff drops to throw, sets, looks, throws one over the middle. Brooks is there. And for Dan, touchdown clearance.
Indianapolis received a further boost from an old source, Eric Dickerson. Dickerson displayed flashes of his former All-Pro self, amassing a season-high 162 yards from scrimmage and 2 touchdowns. If Dickerson can continue to recreate his past, then his beleaguered head coach Ron Meyer may yet have a future in Indy.
Colts at the Jets. All former Jet and Titan All-Pros honored during the game. This Joe Namath. Yeah, that is John Riggins wearing number 44. Larry Grantham, Al Atkinson. I know all the numbers. Kenny O'Brien to Rob Moore wearing Wesley Walker's number. Makes him proud of it, too. What a catch. Jets lead 14-3. But the winds change directions in the Meadowlands. Ron Stark punting. Terrence Mathis, 12th of never on this attempted catch. Fumbles it. The Colts recover. Jeff George, Clarence Burdett, touchdown. Colts within 4, 14-10. Things getting worse. Mike for Kenny O'Brien and the Jets. O'Brien to the man who wears Emerson Boozer's old number. Blair Thomas. No. To the reliable Al Toons. No. Then Sam Clancy. He's King Clancy on this play with the sack. How about the reverse option? Jets, razzle-dazzle. Al Toon to O'Brien. He's open! No. Colts get it going in the third. Ron Stark can fake the punt and throw it to Mike Pryor, who had a prior commitment for a first down and 40 yards. Down to the 5, setting up a Dickerson touchdown. And the Colts lead at 17-14. Did I mention Eric Dickerson? He had a nice game. Axe, look at him run for 11 yards here on this play. Axe, look at him run for 8 yards around right tackle. Bruce Coslet's not that impressed. Well, whoop-de-doo. But you got to be impressed by this, Tom.
Eric Dickerson here moving left behind his blockers on his screen pass, and this was his patented cut for years. Across field, the nice easy stride goes for a nice gain.
Axe, look at him take it in from 11 yards out for a touchdown. Setting up another touchdown. Setting up another one of his own touchdown runs. I'm so impressed I can't speak. 117 yards for Dickerson. Colts beat the Jets. Coming from behind for the second time this year against the Jets, and the Colts win it 29-21, and I'm sure all those Jets and Titans, all pros, were really impressed by the effort today. We go from the top of the AFC East to way, way down to the bottom of the list. The Jets and the Patriots. Two teams with long losing streaks. Which one would end? There's weird Sam Jankovic looking at his new team. But it wasn't pretty. First quarter. It's not Emerson Boozer. Blair Thomas running for the Jets against the Patriots. And a nice run, nice block by McNeil. And that sets up Johnny Hector touchdown run up the middle very quickly. The Jets lead at 7-0. And at the Meadowlands, the Jets fans it was balmy. It was nicer there than it was in San Diego today. Meanwhile, the Patriots were sputtering. On the punt, the Jets were offside. So, with the break, the Patriots get to attempt a field goal. And it's good for 47 yards out, but a false start by New England. So we'll punt it again. Brian Hansen was tremendous. The problem is he's the punter today. Second quarter, Tommy Hodson crushed. He never returned. That game plan gets scratched. Then Kenny O'Brien takes over, looking for not Wesley Walker, but it's number 85, Rob Moore, 14-7 Jets. O'Brien, 11 of 12 for 210. Pair of touchdowns. Right before the half, Freeman McNeil, the veteran, dives into the end zone. He had a pair of touches, 21-7 the Jets. Darrell Davis attacks Mark Wilson. Jets had 6 sacks today. Folks, it was an ugly game. Jeff Lageman was thrown out of the fight. He couldn't wait to leave. The Patriots have lost 13 in a row. The Jets win 42-7. at the Bucs. Richard Williamson, he's going to go 1-2. Career as an NFL coach. Blair Thomas, young rookie running back of the Jets. Looked good here. This 31-yard run set up a Pat Leahy field goal. And then the man that wears Emerson Boozer's old number into the end zone. The Jets beat Tampa Bay 16-14.